Testing 1, 2, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's right, baby. We are back. We are live into the market, New York City, 11:40 a.m. in the morning. Right here, just trying to wrap it up this in 20 minutes before I'm taking a break. This is the market view of today. Today we are Thursday, and we have some data that was releasing everything. Now, what we're watching, all the stocks that are having a big movement, and also we're watching a little bit of crypto and a little bit of forex. Let me see. Right here, let me see which where I am. I'm right here. Tesla. We're watching Tesla, checking Tesla, waiting for the 206, waiting, probably coming tomorrow. It's not closing the gap. This is the gap that Tesla had formed. Just waiting, having a big problem trying to getting up from the consolidation area, trying to pass 206. Once it passed 206, the price 206 per stock right here is gonna go to 216. After the 216, which is gonna be right here, let's put a line over here. There you go. After 216, we're gonna see 230. In 230, I'm getting out because I enter around here. I'm just waiting for this consolidation. Coming back over here, I'm gonna exit and probably re-enter for the 260 by the end of the year. Hopefully, we're gonna see. Each of these bars represent a 4 hour movement right here. I'm on the 4 hour right here. You see 4 hour in the 4 hour movement of the stock right here. Why Tesla? Tesla is one of my favorites right here. I'm just gonna wait for it. This is a movement expected to happen in around 4 to 5 days. The longest that you can wait, the better, because if you wait between 1 or 2 weeks, or if you can wait between 2 or 4 days, you can take your profits because also patience is a big key if you want to make money into the market right here, using the stocks, using the forex, and even using the crypto. I'm watching right now. Let me see, what do I have over here. We got snowflake right here. What happened with the snowflake? Snowflake right here did the earnings and have a big drop to the downside right here. And what happened? News came that the CEO was replaced. They changed the CEO. Somebody else is taking over Snowflake. Snowflake now in the price of 183. I'm opening a position on a Snowflake right here, expecting to fill up this gap. But remember, this gap will be filled 1, 2, 3, 4 days, 1 week, or maybe 2 weeks all the way. So you better have patience, or you want to enter in a very small position. Right now I'm entering, according to my account, I'm entering 10 units. If you have a $20,000 account, you can enter 10 units. If you have a $2,000 account, you can enter 1 unit, because you gotta enter between 1 to 5% of your account. You cannot go and over leverage. This risk is very important to be calculated, and it's important to have the the psychology of following and being patient for a consolidation and then pull to the upside. Why am I entering? Because it's entering into the oversold area right here. I'm expecting a move, and around here I'm gonna sell it, or I'm gonna trim it. We're gonna see. Or maybe if I have more patience, I'm gonna wait until the all time right here into the upside to sell the whole position and then jump into the next one. What we got to the next one right here. Oh, okay. So Snowflake, I'm entering right now, and I'm gonna be exiting at Rivian oversold. I enter now, waiting to this comeback. Why? Because very important. This gap that got formed right here. I'm waiting for Rivian to come back all the way to 14.99 or maybe $15. Other than that, I'm also expecting this gap also to be filled in the best way possible, we can see at $22, expecting by July or maybe the end of the year. So I'm keeping an eye. I'm focused on these two areas right here. I'm taking profit right here. If I see this pulling up to the upside, I'm consolidation forming over here, and then the last price around here. What happened? When did it reach this price over here? It was on December. So coming back at the end of the year, probably again to 23. Very patient for now, just waiting. So far so good. Probably between 5 days or between 1 week, 1 week and a half to come back over here, and then I'm gonna reduce the amount of positions that I have right now. 10 positions on Rivian. Rivian trading at $11 right now. Oversold, just waiting for this. Touching the middle line, probably I sell some, and then probably going all the way up. Then I sell everything, and then I look for something else. Tesla. This is my top two electric vehicles stocks right here. Tesla, I'm loving it. Just waiting to close this gap right here and waiting for the all time. Again, 260 by the end of the year, but at 230, I'm going to get out because I see having a lot of problems and a lot of issues for consolidation and going up. There is a lot of news about there's a lot of news about Tesla coming with the speed this very 0 to 60 in 1 second. I think it's the Tesla. I don't wanna mess it up the name. I think it's the Tesla Speed Roadster. I believe. I'm not sure. They're releasing this car. They're gonna start delivering, according to Elon Musk, on 2025, which is some big expectations. Also to see how the orders is gonna flow and everything. And as soon as available on the website, I'm gonna show you what's the prices, how much you're gonna be paying, and estimating everything depending where you live and how much money do you have to down payment right here. I'm gonna jump to into the another important one right here from Microsoft. I wanna see this one, a Copilot from Microsoft, a big AI a companion or like assistant to help you to work better right here. Microsoft just waiting for consolidation, see if it's going to jump into the upside, to the downside. I'm waiting to see what I can enter. I'm expecting a little more movement to the downside, and then I'm going to re-enter again, going to the upside right here. Let's watch the big movers right here into the upside right here. I'm going to check for AMD. AMD doing good, having a good moment right now for the semiconductors right here. Going good to the upside 188. I'm expecting a pull down just to close this gap right here, but I'm not gonna enter because it's not ready into my zone. But this is a good price for 185. AMD, Nvidia, yeah, Nvidia, I'm in. Nvidia is very good. 789 approaching 790. This Nvidia can jump easily back to the 800, and if it goes through 800, we can possibly see an 830 right here. And after passing the 830, we're gonna see for sure a 875. But when this thing can happen, this thing can easily happen by April of this year. This gap just expecting to happen, but I don't know if it's gonna happen because the Nvidia stock is very strong. A lot of people are jumping in, a lot of FOMO, a lot of everything. And remember that they did a good earnings. That's why jump from 640 all the way to 800 on my last on my last review of this stock. Nvidia, one of the 3 trillion company. It has a lot of volume also happening a lot in everything. I'm watching this 310 Salesforce right here. I'm expecting a 310 right here. Like I said, 310 right here. I did an idea on my website, just waiting a movement to the upside because they beat earnings. They were doing good. But this thing will happen probably between 1, 2, or 3 days. Gonna take profit right here. I'm small with 10 units right here on Salesforce. Salesforce, very good company. I see the offices and everything. I see the performance. They having all the tech companies are having a good time right now. So nothing to be worried about. What I got over here, Adobe did a push to the downside because of the news of the AI for the text to video thing, and got worried and everything, but pulling back all the way again to the upside. I'm just waiting to come back for 600. Good consolidation area right here into the 11% gaining. I closed some of them when I was pushing to the upside, but now I'm just waiting. I trimmed some, but now I only have like one or two units, just waiting to see when it comes back to the 600. As soon as touch 600, I'm gonna close everything, and I'm gonna be waiting what is gonna be the next jump or the next movement for this right here. Adobe. DoorDash, nothing too much happening with DoorDash right here. I'm gonna be focused in the big movers right here, which is let me see. Yes, Amazon. Amazon. We checking Amazon right here real quick. Uh, this big gap over here needs to be filled. I would be worried about it a little bit, just expecting to see what is gonna happen over here. Uh, it needs to pull back because now it creates another gap right here into this area. So I'm not going to touch it because it's not my area, and I'm not going to touch it because I see a couple of gaps happening over here. So I'm just going to leave it over there. Now, what else I'm watching? I'm watching Disney. Somebody told me Disney is pulling up to the upside pretty good, but now I'm expecting a pullback to the downside right here, entering into my overbought position. I'm gonna leave my 10 units of selling Disney just to close this position into the 100 price because now it got overbought. I'm just waiting that pullback from Disney to the downside on $100 the stock. How when it's gonna happen? You see, one, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 1 week, maybe 5 days. We're gonna see next week is gonna be interesting just to check that and see. I got 7 minutes. Let me wrap it up this thing real quick. What else do I have over here? Big movers, big movers, big movers. Nobody else right here. I'm gonna watch a little bit of Bitcoin. What happened on Bitcoin? Watch this. This is Bitcoin. Did a nice run to the upside, past $60,000, going to the 62, top 64,000 price right here. Pull up to the 52,800. You want to be more realistic? You can see a pullback to the 55,000 right here. I'm gonna put it right here. There you go. Pull back to the 55,000. I enter over here. This is volatility, and then we're waiting, coming back to this area, and then pushing to this area, taking profits, and getting out from there. How I survived? Because I went very small position on Bitcoin. On Bitcoin, you gotta be very small. I was 0.01 at this area. I was waiting for the pullback because it was already in my area, but it was fake and then came up again in this area. I went 0.01, which is 0.02. Just waiting for a pullback. Nothing happened. Another push to the upside. I went again 0.01. So that gave me 0.03. Then I saw right here coming over here and I check and that's it. This is the highest it's gonna go. Now it's ready to pull back. 0.04, that's my last position over here. I'm negative 138, but just waiting for this pullback, which is gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, and then we're gonna be on green, hopefully by next week. How? Because I go small. If I go big, it's gonna wipe out my account. In a $20,000 account, you go 0.01. In a $1,000 account, you're gonna wipe out each just enter because what? Bitcoin costs $62,000. One Bitcoin. This is too crazy. You cannot handle it with a small account. That's why you're trying to make money from one day to the next day. You're not gonna make it because it's too big to handle it. You gotta have a bigger account, and you gotta go very small, and you gotta be very careful, and you gotta be very patient to enter into these movements of the crypto because crypto is the most volatility movements that you can see in the stock market right here. I'm watching gold right here. If I would enter gold, I would enter to the downside because I see a lot of accumulation right here. I probably go very small position right here. I'm gonna enter one position, take profit on 190 right here. 1990. There you go. And I'm being very patient about it. Okay, gonna wait this thing for happening maybe during 1 week, and I'm waiting and having patience about it right here. Now, my favorite, euro to dollar right here, the forex right here, just waiting. Look what I did right here, just to have an idea. We are in the bull market, by the way, of all the stocks and everything. So that means big push up to the upside right here. I'm watching this thing. I kind of draw these channels so you can see what is implied into the volatility and the movement of the stocks right here. So let's pretend this is a channel right here, which is going to be having the movement of the stocks plus the volatility right here, right? We can see kind of like trying to going back, and everybody's expecting to going back, going back, going down, going down, going down, but not, because now we are entering into the upside channel right here. You got to pull up the 4 hour chart into the euro versus dollar. This is forex, totally something different than the stocks. You gotta understand the difference again. And like I said, we were waiting a down trading right here from December all the way to February 13. Now, from December to February, we're talking about almost then like around 2 months. What are we expecting over here? 2 months, February, March, April, little bit extra right here, April, something like that. We're gonna see a pullback into the 1.1150 area, and then we're gonna get out from there and see how the market is gonna behave, because this is a B C D movement right here. I'm expecting March 18 or April 18 to reach the 1.1150 right here. So keep an eye on this. This is the forex euro versus dollar right here. I did this nice drawing so you can understand better. You can see a little bit pulling back. It's just making it to the people to going back, but again, it's gonna stay consolidating, 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 go to way back, and then from here we can see again going to the downtrend again. We got big news, a lot of data, a lot of information dropping, and that's why it's making it move right now. So far, so good for this thing. This is what I have right now. I got 1 minute, and I wanna show you real quick one of the most important ETFs if you are interested on investing on ETFs. This is my top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ETFs that are correlated with the Bitcoin, the F Bitcoin, G Bitcoin, Bitcoin W, I Bitcoin, uh, easy side, because Bitcoin is expecting to hit 60,000, then 75,000, then $100,000 probably this year. So we're gonna see this also, ETFs correlated with the Bitcoin jumping into that side. That's it for me. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Stay profitable, and I'll see you guys very soon. We out. This is New York Runs Global, and it's time for a break. New York City, streaming live from the city that never sleeps. We out.